Foreign direct investment, FDI, refers to the process by which a company or individual from one country invests directly in assets or businesses in another country, to establish lasting interest and influence. This type of investment usually involves acquiring significant stakes, establishing subsidiaries, or forming joint ventures in the host country. FDI is a vital engine for economic growth and development globally. It brings capital, technology, job opportunities, and expertise to the host country while offering companies the chance to expand their markets. However, it also comes with challenges, such as market domination by large multinational firms and environmental concerns. What is FDI? Foreign direct investment, FDI, refers to the investment made by a company or individual of one country into business interests located in another country. This investment typically involves acquiring a significant stake in a company or setting up new business operations such as subsidiaries, joint ventures, or branches. FDI is different from foreign portfolio investment, FPI, because it involves a long-term interest in the company's management and operations, rather than just trading shares or securities. FDI types. FDI can be categorized into three primary types: horizontal, vertical, and conglomerate. Each type reflects the nature of the business relationship between the investing company and its foreign counterpart, and the level of integration between their operations. Horizontal FDI. In horizontal FDI, a company establishes the same type of business operation in a foreign country that it runs in its home country. For example, a US-based fast food chain, such as McDonald's, might open new outlets in France, expanding its business in the same industry and offering similar products. Vertical FDI. Vertical FDI involves a company acquiring a complementary business in another country. This often happens when a company invests in a foreign company that provides essential raw materials or components. For instance, a German car manufacturer like BMW might invest in a foreign company that produces specialized car parts, thus securing a steady supply of components for its assembly lines. Conglomerate FDI. Conglomerate FDI occurs when a company invests in a foreign business that is unrelated to its core operations. This type of investment often takes the form of a joint venture, as the investing company typically lacks experience in the new business area. For example, a US-based technology firm like Apple might invest in a foreign fashion brand, which is outside its main industry of consumer electronics. FDI methods. Foreign direct investment can be undertaken through different methods. These methods, commonly referred to as greenfield and brownfield investments, reflect different approaches to entering foreign markets and expanding business operations. Greenfield investment. This method involves establishing a new operation or business from the ground up in the host country, such as building new plants, offices, or manufacturing facilities. This allows investors to have full control over the business's setup and operations. Brownfield investment. In contrast, a brownfield investment occurs when a foreign investor acquires or merges with an existing company in the host country. Rather than starting a new business from scratch, the investor uses existing infrastructure and operations to expand their presence in the market. FDI factors. Several factors influence the decision to invest in a foreign country. These factors help determine whether an investor will choose to commit significant resources and establish a long-term presence in the host country. Some of the key factors include market size and growth potential. Countries with large and growing markets tend to attract more FDI as companies look to tap into new consumer bases and expand their operations. Political stability. Investors seek countries with stable political environments, as this reduces risks related to policy changes, expropriation, or social unrest that could affect their investments. Legal and regulatory framework. A clear and investor-friendly regulatory framework, including well-defined property rights, tax incentives, and transparent governance, can encourage foreign investment. Infrastructure. The availability of high-quality infrastructure such as transportation, telecommunications, and energy plays a vital role in attracting FDI, as it reduces operational costs and increases efficiency. Cost of labor and resources. Countries with a skilled workforce and affordable labor costs are attractive for companies looking to set up manufacturing or service operations. Ease of doing business. Investors are more likely to invest in countries that have streamlined processes for starting businesses, acquiring permits, and repatriating profits. FDI significance. FDI is an essential driver of economic growth and development for both the investors and the host countries' economies. The key significance of FDI includes economic growth. FDI boosts the host country's economy by bringing in capital, creating jobs, and enhancing technological advancement. Infrastructure development. FDI often leads to the development of new infrastructure, such as transport and energy facilities, which can further enhance economic activities. Transfer of technology and expertise. It facilitates the transfer of advanced technologies and management practices to the host country, improving productivity and efficiency. Increased exports. FDI often results in the increased production of goods and services that are exported to other markets, benefiting the host country. Job creation. Foreign investors create job opportunities in the host country, which contributes to lowering unemployment and raising living standards. Tax revenue. The profits generated from FDI help boost corporate tax revenues in the host country. FDI in India. India is one of the largest recipients of foreign direct investment, FDI, among emerging economies, offering several advantages like a growing consumer market, a skilled workforce, and favorable government policies. The framework for foreign investments in India is governed by specific laws and regulations that facilitate and regulate FDI inflows. FDI definition. An investment is considered FDI if it involves acquiring at least 10% or more of the post-issue paid-up capital of a company. Primary legislation. The Foreign Exchange Management Act, FEMA, governs FDI in India, defining the regulatory framework for foreign exchange and foreign investment. It is administered by the Reserve Bank of India, RBI. Consolidated FDI policy, issued by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, be.it., under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. It outlines rules, guidelines, and procedures for FDI. Cumulative FDI inflow. Since 2014, India has attracted a cumulative FDI inflow of $667.4